to my first video on this channel. Today I'm going to be doing a book review about my favorite series, Scarlet and Ivy. This book series consists of 6 books in total. Each is a sequel to the other, except the 6th book, which is the end of the series. This book is based on mysteries, and there are a bit of murders in this book, but none of them are like really very scary murders, just like very little murders, but it's just in one book. So yeah. Without further ado, let's get on with the book review. So the first book in this series is called The Lost Twin, and is about a twin which is lost. You can see that there is a twin right here which is faded. So most of the book pages are coming out because I've read it a lot. And yeah. So this book series is written by Sophia Clevery, and this first book starts with Ivy alone on her 13th birthday. It's the first one she wouldn't share with her twin sister Scarlet because she died of some illness before the summer, so she couldn't come home for the summer. And when she came downstairs, she saw this letter which was addressed to her aunt, who is taking care of her because her mom had died when she was young, and her dad had remarried, and the stepmom said that they didn't have enough money, and she was too tired to take care of her sons and Scarlet and Ivy, so they had to be sent away. But Ivy was sent to her Aunt Phoebe's, and Scarlet was sent to Rookwood School because Ivy didn't pass the entrance exam. And in the letter, this is the letter. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is the letter. It says that Ivy will take a place available at the school because of after Scarlet's death. There's an empty space there, so she will take it. And it refers to Scarlet's death as unfortunate circumstances. And her Aunt Phoebe is very absent-minded, so this book is mostly about, the first part is mostly about her Aunt Phoebe thinking that Scarlet's still alive and mixing them, Ivy and Scarlet both up. And the next day, she's still thinking about it, but a teacher from the school came to Aunt Phoebe's house, and Ivy thought there would be more time to think about it. And this teacher is she looks very scary and strict and all. This is a page where they describe the lady. So the lady was tall and skinny and wore a long dress that looked several sizes too large. So she was very mean and very scary looking. And Ivy didn't want to go to the school because she was worried about her Aunt Phoebe, and didn't want to go to the school that Scarlet was before because she thought that would give her memories of Scarlet because she was lost. And so throughout the book, Miss Fox which is the teacher, is very intimidating. She's always caning people for full things like getting into trouble and all that, and it's like spilling things and just whispering to others while like the teacher's talking, which is like pretty bad. But in the book, Ivy gets a friend named Ariadne, which is her roommate. But before Ariadne came to the room, Ivy discovered Scarlet's diary, which Scarlet had written a page saying that she knew Ivy would become Scarlet, because before this, Miss Fox wanted Ivy to replace Scarlet, as in become Scarlet, no more Ivy. So Miss Fox is saying that she wants to lie, that Scarlet is still alive. And she has to pretend like she's her twin sister, but her twin sister is like the opposite of her because they are mirror twins. And in this book, Scarlet also has a nemesis, and her name is Penny. And Ivy does not know anything about Penny because Scarlet never told her anything about it. But in the book, like Scarlet warned Ivy in her diary not to get in the wrong side of the fox, and Ivy has to hunt down different diary pages by its clues. And in the end, Penny finds out that Ivy has a diary and tries to take it away, and then she finds out that Ivy is not Scarlet and Ivy's a different person. After that, at the end, I guess Penny helps her with her new friend Nadia. Nadia turns up a good lead, but Penny's still Penny. And Ariadne and Ivy take down Miss Fox. She actually runs away when the headmaster calls, and Ivy says like things about embolism and hiding students, because Ivy thinks that Scarlet is not dead but hidden by Miss Fox along with another girl named Violet. And then Miss Fox ran away, and we find out that the ballet teacher is Miss Fox's daughter. Yeah, what I like about this book is that at the end, Ivy finds out her sister. So it actually continues in the second book in the series, where Scarlet's no longer missing. And let's go on to the second book. This book is about Miss Fox not being there anymore, and Scarlet with Ivy in Rookwood School, which is the school they go to. They're together again, but the headmaster has returned, and they think that he is more dangerous than Miss Fox. So Rookwood School is really scared about the headmaster because he seems very strict, more strict than Miss Fox, and giving very, very unusual punishments. And after it's Spade of Thieves, all fingers are pointed at Scarlet because she came back, and they think that she is the thief. And the girls, so Scarlet doesn't really go along with Ariadne at first, but after that, Scarlet, Ivy, and Ariadne, they work together to uncover the truth and clear Scarlet's name. But dark mysteries are also coming to light. It looks like Headmaster has a long buried secret that he won't stop and nothing to keep hidden. Like, he has a secret and he will stop at nothing to keep it hidden. And Scarlet, Ivy, and Ariadne, they work together to find out something. And in one of the chapters, there is a fire. After Ariadne and Scarlet help this girl named Violet. Violet was actually missing in the first book. And Violet was found and she came back to Rookwood. But she wasn't like a mean bully like last time. She seemed very friendly. And she was actually hiding this girl, Rose, inside the school because she thought that she didn't deserve to be in this asylum, which is where Scarlet and Violet were hidden by Miss Fox. Mr. Bartholomew, which is the headmaster's name, he did not tell the whole school about what happened, what Miss Fox did, and about other things like Scarlet and Violet being hidden. He's just covering up the whole truth, and all the teachers, he scared all the teachers into hiding the truth. And they find out Rose and this fire, and Ariadne is blamed responsible for it because in old school she did the same old thing, and she's expelled. So at the end it's only Scarlet and Ivy, but both of them is sad, even though Scarlet had like difficulties with Ariadne at first. She's still sad. But even though Ariadne's name is cleared and Mr. Bartholomew is in the police custody because of what he did. Ariadne's parents don't want to send her back. So in this book, Scarlet and Ivy also find out more about their dead mother and find out that the name that she has isn't her real name, that she took another identity. So yeah, let's go into the third book so we can uncover more of the name of Scarlet and Ivy's mother. Okay, so the third book in the series is called The Dance in the Dark. The title is actually related to the end of the story, but this book is about Miss Fox coming back. But their favorite teacher, their ballet teacher, leaves, and then this teacher named Matilda comes and takes her place, and then poison letters, like bad letters, mean letters, start circulating around school, saying mean things about the students and making them cry, even about the teachers. And accidents, they start going around the school. And yeah, it looks like someone was out for ultimate revenge. We cannot think for in this book also Scarlet and Ivy also search for their mother's real name, with Ariadne who comes back. In a few pages she comes back. They also find their aunt in this book, which they didn't know they had an aunt. They didn't know their sister had a sister. No, they didn't know their mother had a sister. So they find their new aunt. And then there is a recital which the whole school is preparing for, like the ballet people are preparing for. But there's very little people at the school, and they think the recital will bring back, more people, the people back, saying that would be safe. But at the end, Scarlet and Ivy fight the person who's out for ultimate revenge. And they are not the only ones who fight. Miss Finch and Madame Zilda also fight. And in this book, we actually learn about Miss Finch and Zilda's rivalry. So Miss Finch has a limp on her leg, and Madame Zilda may or may not have anything to do with that. So I'm gonna move on to the fourth book, and we can see if the students come back or not. This fourth book is about like Scarlet and Ivy wanting to sign up for the school trip, and they can't wait to get away from lessons because like Rookwood gives them haunts of what happened. And in this book is called The Lights Under the Lake, because it's not Rookwood anymore, but it's still like secrets are still surfacing on the school trip. Yeah, this is a hotel. They go to the hotel for a school trip, actually, and they think they can get away from the mystery of Rookwood, but this new place, the hotel they're staying at, seems more dangerous than Rookwood. And it says, look on the back page, I'm just reading that page. So the place which is where they're staying at is called Lake Seren, and they think that deep secrets, very deep secrets, are hiding there because a lot of strange things are happening as they are on the school trip. And then Scarlet and Ivy and Ariadne are with Rose because in the third book, Violet actually gets taken out of the school. She didn't want to get taken out of school, but her guardian made her get taken out of school. She dragged her out of the school, and Rose is left with no one. But Rose comes with Scarlet, Ivy, and Ariadne to the school trip, and there is this prefect in this book which actually hates them for some reason because they're like wasting her time and all. And this prefect is joined by her friends, but one of her friends can't join, and Rose took the place, and then she and her friend are very, very much annoyed with him. But this book is mainly about Rose and her locket, which she wears around her neck all the time. She actually revealed what's in the locket, but somebody wants to sabotage their school trip and also steal something from their rooms. It's like ever since the girls came, everything has been surfacing. So they think that there are secrets hidden here in Lake Seren that will reveal the secrets. And Lake Seren seems very dangerous. And one thing is also Scarlet almost dies. Well, yeah, Scarlet almost dies. I mean, even if you read it and you find out that Scarlet died, you thought Scarlet died, how would the rest of the series continue without Scarlet dying? So yeah, Scarlet doesn't die in this book. That's a good thing. And the Batman are handed to the police, and one of the Batmans, he's not really bad, but he gets a happy ever after. I'm gonna go on to the next book, book 5, which is about everyone coming back. Most of the people coming back, new people coming back after the like the main part of the school trip was to bring new students back. So yeah, let's move on to the fifth book. This is the fifth book in the series. It's called The Curse in the Candlelight because it is about some girl at school, a new girl who knows a lot of tricks, and everyone thinks that she's a witch, and everyone's very captivated by this girl. So her name is Bonnie. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think the name is Bonnie. But like a lot of trouble is going on at school, and a curse actually threatens a pupil, and that pupil goes missing. Everyone is very terrified about this. Nobody knows who is responsible for it. And things turn dangerous. So there's this festival called All Hallows Eve, and this new girl comes from Scotland where they always celebrate it. All Hallows Eve is actually another word for Halloween. And All Hallows Eve is coming around the corner. And let's just say it's getting more and more dangerous in school with All Hallows Eve coming around. And Scarlet and Ivy and Ariadne are wondering if Bonnie really is magic or not. But at the end and at the middle, Scarlet and Ivy fight with Ariadne and they split out. But at the end, they actually come together. And in this book, they also have another happy ending. Bonnie is happy even though her magic has been revealed. But let's just say that Violet comes back and Rose is very happy too. And so is Scarlet and Ivy and Ariadne because they're together again. And this girl who was like Ebony, who is magic, wasn't actually magic. But the main person who's magic was expelled, which is a really good thing because it may or may not have been Ariadne's enemy. Like she's a bully from her Ariadne's old school, which she was expelled from. Let's go on to the sixth and final book of the series, which is the end of the whole series. But I felt like it was a good ending there. So this is the sixth and final book of the series. This one had a very good ending, but I would like to see like how will they be like at the end, like 3 years pass, how will they be, and what actually happens to the stepmom. So they think that after they come back, so they're in the stepmom's house and their stepmom is acting very, very weird and the father is acting very, very weird. But they find at school there's something way, way more dangerous. So, you know, the old headmaster, well, he was put in jail and they need a new headmaster. And then the headmaster's son, Henry, comes and says that this school is his because it's technically under his property. And it says that his father died. So we're like, really, we don't know how to feel about how to really process or feel how the old headmaster died. I mean, he's done a lot of bad things, but how can we be so sure that Henry did not do like bad things like him? So the existence of Roguewood is threatened and trouble is very near. And in this book, what I like about this book is that they actually work together with enemies of the past. Like Nadia is actually already friends with them. Penny is always mean in every series, but in every book of the series. But in this book, she actually turns over another leaf. I mean, she already turned up another leaf, but she's no longer a bully. They also come together with Violet, who's their friend, Rose, who's their friend, and Bonnie, who's actually kind of their friend, but they actually all, like, except Rose, all of them were the enemies of the past, so they actually worked together with enemies of the past, and to actually save the school, because they know, Scarlet and Ivy knows, Scarlet, Ivy, and Adrienne knows that they cannot work this mission, they cannot solve and save Rookwood without actually working together with the other people, expanding the group. So, so there's this lock safe in the school, and they think that the real owner of the school did not give the school to Mr. Bartholomew, and that the real will, the answer to saving the whole school, is inside that chest, that lock safe. And throughout this book, they are finding ways to open it, combination code, and the keys, and trying to stop Henry from taking up the school and demolishing the school. Because they know that he will not build the school again, and that they will all be separated, and that they will not have their own school again, that he will just demolish it and build something else, but not a school. So this is the last book in the series. I like the ending a lot, and especially I like the middle part when the school was shut down for 1 week. I liked how their father finally gave Scarlet and Ivy a chance. And there was actually a recital in this at the end, which was better than the recital in the 3rd book, which was totally ruined because of the enemy. But they actually also go back to this enemy to ask for help. So they're all actually asking the enemies for help. And I guess the enemies help, kind of. And the ending was very happy. All the enemies are together, they're all happy. And I guess they're kind of friends now. So this is the end of the Scarlet and Ivy book series. So overall the series was pretty good. I like how they were like sequels to each and every book, and how they didn't leave a mystery untold. So I like especially the ending, but I like to know what actually happened to Henry at the end. The ending was very, very well. It didn't leave us like, why did it have to end like this? Like, it's like really good, but I would like to see how it'd be like 3 years after Scarlet and Ivy, like after the age in this book, which is like 14. And overall, if I had to rate this out of a 10, I'd give it like 100, because it was my favorite book series. I don't even know how I actually found this book series, but I'm really glad I found it. Yeah. You guys cannot see, I have read a lot. All my pages are jutting out. And I had to tape them all back because I really needed all the pages. I think if I had to choose, my favorite book would be the 5th book. Because it's like really spooky and all. And like new characters come in. A lot of new characters come in. Like the past, like something from the past is solved. We know what happens to Ariadne's past. We know that she finally confronts the enemy, her nemesis. So yeah, this is the end of the book review. I hope you guys, if you ever want to read this whole book series, hope you enjoy.